Could this be the public domain model that every artist wants the AI developers to make? Let's find out. So right now we have a custom fine-tuned model of stable diffusion based on the WikiArt dataset. As a disclaimer, this doesn't mean that the copyright images that was used to train the AI model are removed, because it's only fine-tuned. It's not specifically trained for that, but it does help us give some insight into what it could possibly be, if this is a good direction to take in for AI developers, stuff like that. I've been actually testing this out, and I think this is a really, really cool model to use. So right now I have it installed. So this is SD WikiArt V2. I'm just gonna type painting by Norman Rockwell, and let's see how well it generates images for it. Okay, so that's the generation that we got. So you might see with the generations that this model has, along with the other tests that I've done. So this is referencing JC Leyendecker, so a really, really cool illustrator as well. You can see a lot of the generations over here are actually a bit stretched and on the wrong proportion. So this is really, really stretched. That can't really be fixed in this model based on how it was trained, because right now, if you actually look at the dataset right over here, you can see that the images over here vary aspect ratios a lot. So this one is a portrait aspect ratio, and this one is a more of a landscape. Some are squares or close to squares, so something like this. This is close to a square. So these are the dataset that this model is based off of. But the issue with training a model with images that aren't squares really hurts the model a lot, can introduce a lot of distortions, and that's why we get these images right here that are very, very distorted. But of course, that's not really a big issue for us artists, because as artists, if you want to be all ethical about using AI art, you can definitely use this one and just not prompt your images in a way that references artists, living artists, right? You can just not prompt Greg Rutkowski. You can use AI to generate images from the golden age illustrators, as they say. So Alphonse Mucha, John William Waterhouse, J.C. Leyendecker, all those types of artists, John Singer Sargent. So all those artists are inside the SD WikiArt database. Of course, if you don't know WikiArt, this is their website, and all the art movements are here pretty much. So we can search Joseph Christian Leyendecker. So this is him, and these are all of his works. And all of these works, these are relatively high resolution as well. If you search for it, these are high quality images that can be used to train the AI, because this is all public domain. It's not ethically questionable to use them, right, for research purposes, or actually just art purposes as well, since they're all in the public domain. A lot of people actually use these paintings, right, to collage stuff, because it's public domain, it's free, you can use it for commercial use. So the same way with collage artists and graphic designers are using famous paintings for their designs, we could also kind of extend that reasoning towards training AI using public domain datasets to make it a better AI towards generating specific artists and specific art movement. But right now, because of how it was trained, we are getting stretch results. If you're an artist, that's easily fixable. You can just re-stretch it back to normal size and paint over it. And that's the thing that I want to kind of show here, because on its own with this dataset, it's already pretty cool. So it's already pretty useful as an artist. You can just paint over this, edit it, tweak it, and you'll have a really cool illustration at the end of it. But other non-artist people, coders, developers, or people who just don't know how to use Photoshop in general would probably not like this result at all, and would think that this is the wrong direction the AI is going in. But actually, it's just a training error. This could easily be fixed with more modern methods of training the AI. So right now we have every dream. I'm sorry, but this is kind of getting off topic. But every dream, you can use every dream to train this AI, and it wouldn't matter if you fed it different aspect ratios, it would still understand the image, right? So because of how old the method was in training the dataset, we got the distortion. But maybe there's a v3 coming out. Maybe this could update it, and we get a more ethically viable option for us artists that don't want to use unethically trained AI, right? But of course, as I said in the beginning, it's not really removing any of the copyright images from its original dataset. It's just making it more sensitive and more informed regarding the golden age illustrators, which I think could be the first step in making this more friendly and more artist friendly rather than anti-artist, right? But I don't know. Let's see. Hope they add like a v3 to this very soon, and let me know in the comments if this actually this means anything to you, if like this doesn't really matter, or maybe this could set a precedent that's great for developers and artists alike, or maybe something entirely different. Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, if you want to install Stable Diffusion on your own, go check this video right here where I covered that topic. If you want to see other videos such as this one, you can go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.